time for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's just a great par four. It's a typical US Open par four that challenges in between the ears as well as the swing and the execution itself. The second shot slightly uphill. You really got to break this green into two sections. That ridge in the middle, anything past that, everything funnels off and towards the back of this green. Anything short of that, well, it actually goes towards the front side. So very difficult from tee all the way through to the green.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
How did that not go in?
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the fourth. Even par through the early portion of this second round. What are...
When he goes after it like he is here. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You've got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all of that?
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the lead. That just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make it from downtown. Now to the par 5 fourth. It is 609 yards. Frank, this has been pivotal in past U.S. Opens.
Yeah, it certainly has. A good drive here, there's a chance to go for the par 5 and 2. A bad drive here, finding the church pews or the bunkers on the right. More often than not, you're pitching out sideways. Totally different proposition.
Let's see what happens now on this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont.
Should be safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. That's a birdie. That's a good position from which to make a weekend move comfortably inside the cut line, still with plenty of time left in this tournament. Frank, you played the U.S. Open and nearly won it back in 1994 at Oakmont, so you remember this par 3/6, 194 yards. It's changed a bit since then. How?
It has. They've actually made the green a little bit bigger, and how they managed to do that. They took away a bunker that used to be behind the green a little on the left side. It's not really made the hole any easier, but it still suits like a little bit of a cut. And there's something that starts on those left bunkers and works its way back towards the middle of the green. The reason why that's a better shot is because the slope of the green goes in the opposite direction. So it's one way to keep the ball straighter.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Good effort and good par putt. The par 4 7th, 434 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. It is always easier to play it from the short grass, and that is where he has been all day, just laser-like off the tee. Hasn't missed a fairway. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, you've played in so many of them, are supposed to be demanding and tough. This is what a U.S. Open's all about. Par 3 and nearly 300 yards. That's the 8th at Oakmont.
It's not just the length too, but this is a typical Oakmont green, which means it's not easy. There is an option though, if you can't reach this green, or at least fly it on, you might get a lucky bounce to kick forward. And you'll see a lot of people chipping from around the front edge of this green, and there's no shame in that.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This would give him the par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. And now to the 9th, and in case a player has forgotten somehow that he's at a U.S. Open, the 9th will remind him very quickly that this is the national championship. This is demanding. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, when we think about a U.S. Open, you can go back as recently as 2013, Justin Rose at Marion. And why did that final hole sort of best exemplify what it takes to win a U.S. Open?
Because I think when you looked at the way in which Justin Rose not only played the closing stretch, but just that final hole, 2 great shots, and you still don't putt for birdie. If anything, you've got to work, you've got to grind so hard with a utility club and a putt just to make a 4. That's going to be good enough to win an Open Championship. We live in a day of instant gratification, and a US Open is far, far from that.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 4 11th is 379 yards as we continue backside here at the U.S. Open at Oakmont. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee here?
You're hitting something that goes about 240, 250 yards maximum. Hopefully hitting it out of that right rough. And the reason why that right rough is certainly to be avoided is that big gaping bunker at the front of the screen. Green's perched up a little bit, so this is another one where if you can hit an iron, a utility club off the tee, you must find the fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. In for par. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, it's sort of strange to say about a par 5 where at most events on tour, players are looking to make 4 or maybe an eagle 3. But to say that a player would be stealing a shot from the field if they made 4 here, that's how hard this hole is. Oh, what an